Right, we are back. I say we are back. We're yet again on another loading screen, waiting for players. I think they're actually selecting their strategy. So, as I can recall, in fact, I have a photo somewhere of the top 10's tyres. If anyone gets called out here, I am calling them out, because I don't care. As the counter counts down for the formation lap. And here we are. Let's get the stream up for the chat again. This one. Did the lobby crash? Yeah, basically. Someone joined in quali, and okay, so I said 3 in the top 10. That is wrong, the picture I have. So 3 in the top 10. Yeah, that all looks correct to me. Yes, all of the top 10 are on the correct tyres, I'm pretty sure. Felix did an insane lap on the mediums, but on the screenshot that someone posted into Div 5 chat. Oh wait, no. Apparently it's not. Wait, no. Apparently not. Apparently Felix is on the same tyre, wrong tyres. Yeah, P1 wasn't on mediums. Yeah, I was just being stupid, honestly. I thought he was on mediums, but I guess not. P3 definitely was. And here's the pit strategy. Yeah, Felix is softs. There is delay on the stream, so. Alright. As we wait for the lights. That took a long time to go on. 5 red lights, and away we go. Good start from Guna here. Already racing up the inside of Felix. Did choose to back out, I think, though. Let's go on to position change. Ooh, as they clash wheels up the straight. Guna took a very, very short line round that corner. As Penny is closing in on him. Ooh, everyone so closer. This is the predicted strategy. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Felix, because he did start on the wrong tyre. If I were him, I'd obviously box now, put the right set on, take the disadvantage, but then you're not likely to get much of a penalty after the race. But he didn't do that. It's the Red Bull of Florian goes side by side with Benny down the main straight. Doesn't take the position. Ooh, and he gets overtaken by Benny's teammate. But I think Florian will try up the inside, maybe. Oh, both of them! Oh, I cut away from it by accident. Ooh. It's kind of just waiting for them to maybe clash. as Milko does get past Benny. Probably has a lot more grip on those red soft tyres. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure if... really not sure about these tyres, like, choices from everyone. Well, not choices, but like, because we obviously had to restart the lobby, as Milko just bounces into that barrier. I'm very surprised that... Can I get a different... No, I can't get a different camera here. As Skipper goes right past him. Yeah, he's got no front wing. If that was me and my lock in Div 3, my front right tyre probably would have come off there, but it didn't. As Gunnar is gaining on Felix. Has DRS. Hopefully it's already been 3 laps. There's a Haas spun round somewhere. It's Stoff Gamer, I think. He did spin. As Felix is looking to make a move on Gunnar. Probably down the main straight with the DRS assist, obviously. As there are yellow flags, but I cannot see anyone DRS, because there is, as he is the lead car, as the McLaren of Milko does pit after his incident on the lap, going around the last corner, straight into the lead for Felix, but Gunnar will now have DRS. This isn't ideal, as No Jug No Problem does spin. This isn't ideal for Felix, because he is on the mediums, and he just to stay ahead of Gunnar on lefts. As Gunnar almost loses the rear end there, around the middle sector. Florian is catching him, and Benny's kind of just waiting it out and waiting to see what happens here. As everyone except from Felix here has... Oh wait, no, Gunnar doesn't have DRS. Gunnar must have lost out in that last part of the lap there, as Florian will have DRS on him. And will look for a move up the inside into turn 3. Makes the move and makes it stick. But now Gunnar doesn't have DRS. Okay, interesting. As Gunnar goes to the defensive against Benny, the medium tyres. Go around the middle sector, trying to stay away from that left-hand curb because it does tend to spin you there. And going very close to each other around the last part of the lap, as Pepsi Lover gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. And Benny has DRS on Gunnar, so does Gunnar. Ooh, and Florian doesn't go for a move. Maybe he didn't want to make the move, so he had the DRS here. So if he got past, he could kind of extend the advantage without someone having DRS. Ooh, and he shies away from the move. Gunnar within a second of Florian. Benny within a second of Gunnar. And Skipper is patiently waiting to join up with them. I am pretty sure Skipper does have the fastest lap as well, so he is just waiting for them to maybe slow down a bit when battling. And Florian is currently up 4 positions as he looks for a move up the inside, but backs out very early here. Has DRS again though, so he might be looking for a move into turn 3. But he doesn't. Wondering if these soft tyres, as Gunnar is right on the back of Florian. Florian gets very bad acceleration coming out of that corner there. Gunnar doesn't choose to send it up the inside. But Gunnar right now, his rear end does seem a little bit unstable. But no, maybe that's me being stupid. Let's look at Felix. Felix is 80% ERS, so he can honestly just fend off whatever he wants within reason. As Florian is 5 tenths behind Felix. What I would do here is use DRS to close up. Yeah, Florian is reading my mind right now. Get DRS on the second straight. Use DRS. Get past him. Try and get better traction out of this corner. As Felix will have DRS down the straight, as Stoffgamer gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. But Felix cannot close up on him. It will be hard to follow with dirty air. This middle sector here. Hitting the apexes. Trying not to... Ooh, he's gone quite wide around there. Almost lost the rear end, which gives Gunnar a good advantage down the straight here. And Gunnar does not go for the move and lives to see another day. See, I'm not really sure what's really going on here, because Felix obviously put on the wrong tyres for the start. Which, to be fair, normal circumstances he wouldn't have been able to do that even if he tried, but we had to obviously restart the lobby due to it crashing basically. As Gunnar looks for a move on Felix with his soft compound tyres versus the medium. Gunnar cannot get the move to stick because he went round the outside on worn softs. Florian right now just edging out his advantage here. Up 5 positions so far as Benny Bunno gets a 3-second penalty for track limits. They will go around the final couple corners. Benny does have the highest amount of ERS out of all of them, and is just patiently waiting, I think. That, my friend, is how you get penalties. Going wide like that. Benny's just biding his time, waiting for the time to strike. He has DRS and the ERS to make moves. So he's just waiting to close up normally with DRS, I think. Trying not to use ERS, as Gunnar still closing on Felix the Pirate, but not really getting close enough for any moves. Going around the sector here. Benny 4 attempts away from Gunnar. He is gaining slightly. And an ultimate corner, and then the final one going quite wide out of that corner, losing around 2 tenths to Gunnar. Still has DRS though, so he can just close right back up basically. Not the ideal line to go through there. Oh, HQ has retired from the session, which brings out a full safety car, which of course will bunch everyone up. There is HQ there. That's a lost traction coming out of turn 3. Okay, this bunches everyone up now, and will effectively give the guys running soft a somewhat free pit stop. It's not a full free pit stop, because you obviously still lose time, but all of the other soft runners will obviously be pitting as well. So we'll just leave the mediums out, in theory. But we will see here, as the front runners are getting close to the pits. Florian opting to pit, Felix as well, Gunnar and Benny. All of the top all of the top 5 make that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All of the top... Okay, I think everyone's pitting right now. Okay. That... If I kept... It's just going to be stupid. So, in theory, no one's position should really change unless they have a really bad pit stop, or they double... What is it? Double stop? No. I don't know what it's called. Is it double stop? Oh, I can't remember. Where both teammates go in for the pit at the same... Double stack. That's the word. Benny did go and opt for a set of softs, which is interesting. I would have went for mediums then soft, but you know, looks like I did a mess. Well, kinda helped a lot of the top guys, so I don't think they're gonna be worrying too much. Let's be honest. Yeah. Right. As we are waiting for the safety car, which is a Merc this race, to bunch everyone up. So everyone's behind the safety car. And then, of course, when the track is deemed safe, the safety car will go back into the pits, and we'll be let back out for racing. As a Mercedes of Milko has decided to pit. Not entirely sure why. It has gone for a set of mediums. Not sure why he chose to pit then and not the lap before, but that's okay. As we wait for the whole, or the remaining grid to bunch up behind the safety car, of course. Florian will, of course, control the restart. And the safety car, I'm guessing, will be in this lap. So, Florian will be wanting to control this restart as good as he can, try and catch some people out, and not give anyone else the slipstream going down the straight. As they round the second to last corner here. Everyone bunched up, and now he goes. Don't think Felix the Pirate got caught out there as Skipper gets a 3-second time penalty for limits. No. Oh as Benny goes straight round the outside. And, ooh, that could be an illegal overtake, you know. It wasn't? Okay. As Felix the Pirate and the Red Bull are side by side. Ooh, the Alpine kind of shoved Florian wide. As Gunnar overtakes Florian as well. This safety car restart really hasn't been good for Florian. Florian will fight back around the corner, but just doesn't have the acceleration or traction there. What has happened here? Florian has dropped it back 3 places basically. Benny came out of nowhere on that safety car restart and, not gonna lie, did kind of go around the outside of the track and overtake Florian. That would be leaving the track and gaining a lasting advantage. So, wouldn't surprise me if we see a steward's report about that sometime in the next day. Right. As we look further down the field, we have Florian and Skipper quite close together. To be fair, everyone's quite close, obviously. Except from Benny and Felix the Pirate, because Benny has chosen the soft tyre and has a massive traction and just advantage around the track because he has more grip and can obviously take corners at a much higher speed than these medium users. And we'll get out of the DRS gap as we do see a yellow flag. Oh, as Hodges is spun, almost maybe cause another safety car. DRS is enabled once again. Gunnar will have it on Felix the Pirate. This is much like just before the safety car. You see Gunnar chasing down Felix. Won't get the move done there, but he has gained time throughout that corner. Uses ERS, activates DRS, has the slipstream of course, might go for it up the inside like I did last season in Division 3, but maybe might not want to get the contact I had. Finish round the long left-hander. Shies away from using the left-hand curb. Doesn't get that close though. Stay round the last corner. Trying to stay within the limits. Activates DRS as Benny sets the fastest lap at 106.6. He does brake a lot in that first corner, Gunnar does. He does have the DRS again. Felix of course doesn't. We could see a change in position along the second straight as another yellow flag for Pepsi Lover. He has lost his front left end plate, so will hamper him unless his name's Lewis Hamilton. I think Saudi Arabia, if I can remember correctly. I think the problem here with Gunnar is Felix has slightly more downforce, so he's kind of edging away through this middle section of the track. But Gunnar has more straight line speed. So on the DRS he's catching, but can't catch enough. As 3 people there get time penalties. Didn't catch all their names, but one being Felix the Pirate, and second being Bogorovsky. As Florian looks to go up the inside of Gunnar into turn 1. Has a little correction of the steering. Activates ERS. So does Gunnar though, as he's gaining on Felix. Wants to go up the inside there. Makes the corner. So does Felix, but Florian there was kind of watching the battle go on as Felix goes up the inside there. Gunnar looking for the switchback. Ooh, doesn't use ERS yet. As Felix is harvesting ERS, as you can see by the flashing light. Well, what was the flashing light there? Florian is using ERS to try and gain on Gunnar. Wouldn't go for a move there. As both cars in front of them almost start drifting because of them mounting the curb. Using DRS, of course. Looking to maybe go around the outside of Gunnar into turn 1. Kind of gets squeezed. Activates DRS and ERS. Stoffgamer has a 3-second time limit. Gunnar and Florian looking to go up the inside there. Ooh, Florian did kind of get squeezed there by Felix, but Felix is entitled to the corner, of course. Benny 3 seconds ahead of second place right now. Using them softs as much as he can. As we get a yellow in sector 2. That is Man Like Donkey spun. Going back onto the track. Ooh, almost crashes into the Williams. Let's go back on board with Gunnar as he mounts another attack onto Felix. Going down the straight, he just wants to get slightly behind Felix here. Florian is just watching them still. Gunnar now wants to use everything he's got to get past him. But each time he does, Felix just has better acceleration coming out of the corner. But Felix didn't expect the move there. That looks like there's some contact. Don't really know what was happening there. Don't think it helps him with his fight against Florian either, as Florian sticks it. Ooh, I thought he was going to late break there. As Gunnar and Felix are fighting again. Side by side into the fast left-hander. Some good racing here in Division 5. They're all very low on ERS. Skipper, however, 44%, and he now has DRS on Florian, which will help. But Gunnar currently, let's just check here. Oh, that is not the right thing. Penalties. As of right now, Gunnar will be second with all these penalties, which is quite weird. Gunnar goes round the outside at turn 3 on Felix. Does he make the move stick? For now he does. As Felix will have DRS. Doesn't have much ERS though, so he cannot close up as much as he did last lap, as they went side by side throughout this section of the track. And Florian looking to mount an attack on Felix, as he looks quite vulnerable with only 10% ERS. Going around the last 2 corners. Still in DRS range, of course. Florian not looking to use any ERS down this straight. He will, however, I predict, use it down the second straight. As he does. Looking to overtake Felix, like Gunnar did a couple laps ago. Opts to go for the inside, but doesn't go side by side with him. As Felix gets a lot better run out of there than him. Has DRS on Gunnar, and is looking for another move. As we're doing all this though, Benny is not getting the attention he deserves. He's gone for a different strategy from everyone else, and so far he's got a decent lead, but these tyres will not last the whole race. So, back on board with Felix. He is quite close to Guna again. Florian being quite close with them as well. As Florian is looking to make a move, but opts to back out of it slightly. Has DRS. As what have I missed there? Skipper and Felix. Oh, I've totally missed that. Skipper has just overtaken Felix. And Felix was... How have I missed that? Did Felix... I think Felix mucked up turn 1. But I'm not too sure. As two people pit, King Babus and No Jug No Problem pit after around 10 laps on each of their tyres. As Skipper is looking for another podium this season. Just hunting down Florian. Well, he's got 80% ERS. Florian only has 40. So, will be interesting going down the straight. As he stays within DRS range here. Only just, though. Oh, yeah, he did. As Felix the Pirate pits. Oh, he did. His front wing. Okay, I didn't pick up on that. Sorry, guys. This promotes Bogdarovsky into 7th place on the mediums, though. They are quite old mediums. I think he's hoping for another safety car. As Reliant and Composite. He's got a front row seat to this. Reliant has DRS and ERS. Let's face it, not enough ERS to make a move, though. Composite can easily defend here. It's like a Sunday drive for him. He is, however, using all of his ERS. I'm not entirely sure if he realised it's still on. As a yellow flag in sector 3, not too sure. Composite's ERS has been on that long, but his deployment has been used. Not entirely sure what that's all about. But Bogdarovsky is very close to Reliant here. Bogdarovsky being the driver who was going to back out of this race just to commentate. Thank God he didn't, because he's about to pick up a decent amount of points for his team. So he uses DRS, uses ERS, looks up the inside of Reliant, and just takes the position with ease. However, he will not have DRS. Reliant will be the one with that luxury today. As he looks up the inside for the move, but decides that it's maybe not worth the risk here. But Florian, on the other hand, right up behind Guna, looking like he is ready to mount maybe another attack, as they go side by side round the second to last corner. Holy! I was not expecting that. He still have DRS as well, because the detection point is further behind there. He'll use that to his full advantage there. However, Guna will have DRS down the straight. And he'll use ERS as well, but will not gain enough to make the move down that straight. As Man Like Donkey gets another 3-second time penalty. Benny, however, has been on softs for 13 laps. Past Guna. Benny's been on these softs for 13 laps. And I think is about to come in and pit. Yes, he is. You can see just how easily he has to manage them tyres when coming in. As Florian will be promoted into effectively P1, and Skipper into P3, and Guna into P2. Right now, this is looking very good for the Mercs. Oh, as a Alpha Tauri retires, I believe, at the second to last corner in Sector 3. You can see on the right hand side there is a map. That is very interesting how he's lost it there. But we won't ask questions. We'll just keep going here. Give me a second. Right, sorry. Bogorovsky looking quite close to composite right now. He has DRS. He has no competition behind him, Bogorovsky. And he is looking to make an attack down the straight as he goes very wide round turn 1. Which, let's face it, a lot of people have done. As he comes into turn 3. Has DRS again. As composite is trying to regenerate DRS. Ooh. Sorry. Bogorovsky within half a second of composite right now. Going through the middle sector. Composite 22% ERS. Bogorovsky 63. Bogorovsky is still on 15-lap-old softs and is still somehow gaining on 4th place right now. This is insane. But as Benny Bono sets a 105.4, fastest lap of the race, as he did just pit a lap prior. Did pit onto the softs and is looking to regain as many positions as he can. As Bogorovsky is looking ever so closer to composite's gearbox, basically. That's how close he was. As he's just looking for a gap and a place to make a move. Hello, no jug, no problem in the chat. Unfortunately, one of the drivers who did retire in this race. Right, we're on board with Bogorovsky right now. We're seeing that he is maintaining the gap to composite. As you can see here, he's just come into frame on the cameras. Benny Bono is gaining drastically on Bogorovsky and will now have DRS. Doesn't have that much ERS though, but that's fine. You can still gain a little bit of time at least. As we have a yellow sector 2, and it is a slow Aston Martin. As Benny Bono just done a double overtake and I missed it. That's sad. But nice move, I'm guessing, from him. Was DRS assisted, of course. That made things a little bit easier. But Benny has now 6 laps to gain 7 seconds on 3rd place, which is Skipper. He is, of course, on much fresher tyres. But it's all a question of whether they'll stay alive for as long as he needs them. You can see them in the distance. They are only just going into turn 1. He has already gained 6 temps throughout Sector 3, so I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be able to catch Skipper. Oh wait, no. Okay, Skipper is not the car right ahead. Those are the 2 Aston Martins that have been lapped by the front runners. But Benny has still gained a second, since I did say he needs to gain 7. So, or around about a second. It changes, obviously. But he is coming up on these back markers. ghosting in DTR is off to make it look as realistic as possible, and for the driving to feel as realistic as possible. So these two will have to move out of the way, even though they are in their own little battle. But I'm pretty sure when he comes within a second, he might get DRS, as the gap to Skipper has fallen 2 seconds in the last couple laps, as Benny almost loses his rear end there. Does use a little bit of ERS to try and counteract what just happened. As we go around turn 3. Let's ride on board with Skipper. Skipper is only just at the corner ahead of Benny. He's not that far. Sector 2 yellow flags. That is... I think it's Pepsi Lover. Not entirely sure. As Benny is coming up on the back markers, they do move out of the way. Well, one has. The other one, Benny still has to catch. And the last couple corners here. Another Sector 2. That is a Red Bull. That is Man Like Donkey, almost rejoined into the way of Wardy. Or Wardy, sorry. Benny is still chasing after the second back mark. Still gaining time ever so slightly, I must say. Not on the straights, because on the straights they will of course have DRS ahead. So he will be lacking the top end speed. So through the corners, mostly where he's gaining, especially with them new, I say new, 5 lap old softs. But he is gaining, so is this Aston Martin ahead of him. So he might be looking to unlap himself. 3. Still regaining. We'll watch Rally it. He's only as we go around the middle sector. He loses out a lot of time there as he second guesses himself about the turn-in point there. Looking quite slow around Sector 3, I have to admit. Ride back on board with Benny, as he's still trying to chase down the Mercedes of Skipper, who is currently in a 3rd place position. Got 2 laps remaining. Has cleared the back markers. And is just on a little 2-lap sprint now to catch Skipper and overtake him. He doesn't have much ERS to play with, which is a shame. But he has the fresher tyres compared to 21 lap old mediums. I think DTR information page, which they post every week for information on the races, it was suggested that mediums would only really run for 18 laps, and these guys are stretching them for at least 23, 24. 23, 24? 24, I think. So, this is interesting, to say the least. Benny is still gaining. He's within 2 seconds now. Let's hope he can gain 8 tenths here and be in DRS range for the next lap. He's gaining a lot under acceleration and through the corners, especially the middle sector. Of course, he is getting followed very closely by the Aston Martin of Hodges. Ooh, as Benny almost loses it. And that would have lost him a lot of time. She would have needed to catch that Merc of Skipper. And Skipper is using all of his ERS down the straight. Benny will see that blinking red light to indicate this though. So he might somehow gain for a sector 3 move or lunge. I don't think he will though. As Penny does get closer, almost within a second, it would be DRS range, but this is the final lap of the race, of course. As they go around the middle sector, still gaining, almost half a second gap now. As they round sector 3, the last couple corners, this will be a sprint to the end. Oh, has Benny binned it? No! Benny's binned it on the last lap, last corner. Oh no. Florian, Gunnar and Skipper have all reached the end as we see a front wing flying there. As Composite comes home in 4th, Bogarovsky 5th, no, correction, 6th, Felix 5th, Ralliot 7th, 8th is Milko. Rabari will be 10th, technically 9th though, due to the Benny Bono DNF, which was just here. Wadi will be coming home in 11th, as man like Donkey has also spun on the last corner of the last lap, and Stoffgamer comes home in 12th, I think that was. Two people there giving me flashbacks of my teammate in last season at the same track. So congratulations to the podiums. What did I just say? Congratulations to the podiums. I meant the podium sitters, who are Florian, Gunnar and Skipper. And that's it from me today, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed the race. Did get somewhat hectic towards the end, which was interesting. And yeah, if you've somehow got to this part and wondered where quali is, it's in another part, which I'm guessing should have been posted by now by YouTube. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and have a good night.